Okay, so here's the deck list for our Mono King, right? So let me just discuss some highlights. Uh, Outside of like obvious staples for any type of Animal Kingdom or Purple Damn Near in general, you got the Rush Frankie, you got the Brook as tech, but basically we want to take advantage of the leader ability, and since the leader ability is beneficial for attacking that form of offense, it's like we got the rush king, and we got Smoothie, being that she is a 7 drop 9k and she's searchable, so it just works out. So it's like I'm swinging on you for a 10k value. So we get the most loveliest of hands. And you know what? I would like to say real quick, ain't it weird to see Sakazuki first up in a gauntlet? Now, mind you, this video's main purpose was just to show off the deck list, but of course we wanted to provide some content with it as well. All right, we get you can basically say free search. So yeah, that's like the idea. So yeah, we're still like typecast to really depending on cards like Kaido and Kaido. But you know, when we are able to get our leader ability going, those are the cards that could benefit off of it. What do you call it? Smooth cards like Smoothie and cards like Rush King. I mean, we went through many builds, you know, but at where we wanted to go with the deck, we couldn't quite go with it in that direction because of the way the meta was. So it kind of forced our hand. So yeah, it did hurt the amount of originality we could have, but nonetheless, nobody sees Purple King. You feel me? So that's still original enough at the end of the day. Like just seeing the leader at the end of the day, you know? But I really feel like they should come out with a starter deck for him. I felt like he didn't get a fair chance in the meta at all. Like it's just he didn't get a fair chance whatsoever. As you where it stands, there's virtually no support for him at all. Like that's like let that sink in, right? Like there's like actually no support for the leader when you look at a purple kit. The closest thing that actually like really comboed with him was Rush Queen, and that was for an op08 meta. Soon after, that card was beyond dookie. I mean, it was dookie when it came out, but like nobody understood like where to go with it. So now we have a better understanding. It's like, oh yeah, it works in King. You play it in King, and when you're at your 10 Dawn state and you summon Queen for Rush and you negative 2,000, you activate Onigashima, you go back to 10 Dawn, you get an extra negative 1,000, so it was a 3,000 altogether. So now when Queen swings at somebody, just for the sake of simple understanding, it's almost as if you swung, or you had Rush, I should say, with a character of a 8k value. So that's like the combo play there. So it looked like it was more efficient to just put the opponent in a game state situation. Now, I'm sure they're going to want to develop blockers or whatever. So the fun part is, unless it's a Sabo, because remember, Sakazuki is blue and black. So if they develop Sabo, that kind of stops our 10 drop from being effective. But I mean, we still got blockers we can play to protect ourselves. Now, if they just develop, I'm like, at the end of the day, they have to develop the Sabo. Like, there's no real way around that. But I was gonna say, let's say to develop something else, right? That's not Sabo, then we just play 10 drop Kaido and just clear the board. Okay, it looked like they just wanted bodies for the sake of bodies to hit the board. Now the fun part is, Sabo is technically now a 5k leader. So you see, this is not a free block. I said, oh my god, I said leader. I'm sorry, 5k character. So that's not a free block. If he was to try to block with Sabo, he would need to counter out. So that's a little fun tidbits. Now, granted, it's still a black deck. It's still got cost reduction in it. So if we probably try to play both our characters, I wouldn't be surprised if they can take both off the board. But it's pretty cool. We just drew 4 cards. Okay, I respect that. Because I'm like, if you get rid of 10 drop, you kind of run a risk. If he doesn't play another Sabo, then, 10 drop is coming down. 10 drop is coming down. Now, of course, I'm sure he's going to try to KO one of our blockers. There you go. Okay, 4 Don. That means he is not going to play another Sabo. So that means we're in the clear. We're in the clear for that one. We're going to counter out. I guess since we don't really need those cards anymore, might as well just chuck 3. Ooh. Just block. Just block with queen. Because even if he attacks, it's... Oh my god. Okay, well now I'm sure... In my mind, I was like, you block with queen, you save some resources, and then you play 10 drop. Even if they choose to attack queen, oh well. It still serves a purpose, and you wouldn't lose so many cards in hand. See, in this context, I'm sure they're going to try to defend it. But fun part is, as you guys can see, if they try to use Sabo, they can't just drop a 1k. Now they actually have to drop a 2k. So that's kind of funny. Smart move. Clean that board. It's game now. We got 2 life behind that. Well, yeah, we have 2 life. We did that play. We got 2 life. We just wiped your board bad. Unless you got a Moria. There it goes. They always got a Moria. That's funny. Well, the other fun part is we got a king in our hand. And the funnier thing is, how much value does king have in modern meta? It's hilarious. Like, he was definitely a staple once upon a time. Now it's just like, it ain't worth. But I find this funny because they don't have enough Don to really get any more out of this play. Okay, yeah, sure, we can take that. No big deal. Oh, and we got a rush. That's kind of cool. So they're in a bad boat no matter what. But yeah, this is obviously a stronger play. And then you could just swing. Oh, that's a lot of 2Ks. He wasn't scared until that happened. I can tell you that. But essentially, we had 3 swings. So they would obviously block the Kaido, but they would have to counter out with an 8K swing, and then, I don't know the Don. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'm not even sure if he was able to play it. I'm just saying things. No, I think so, right? 8 swing, 5 swing. But as we're going into this king on king crime, I would like to say, in a weird way, we got to showcase the leader ability. It's kind of funny because it did play a role. It played a role in affecting our opponent's decision making, and it affected what we were able to do. So it's like now we had a higher value off of a 5K swing. Where we technically didn't have that value, now we had that value. Oh, we can technically do that. Okay, I respect it. Hopefully they don't KO it and then we get max value. We'll get max value if they don't KO it. Like, we're talking uber value. So let's see what happens. But yeah, while they make their decision, I'll talk a little bit more. Yeah. So like I said, we was able to get more value out of a 5K swing, more value out of a 6K swing. The leader ability did affect the game state enough to affect the decisions that were being made. So that's kind of fun. Like, who would have thought? Now, we didn't get to get the best value out of that, but being that their characters are active, we're not gaining any value off our leader ability. So it's probably a good time to just do a classic Kaido play. Oh, okay. We're going to prefer to at least set up. We're thinking about the future. You can go king, because I feel like with Kid and Onigashima, our ramp value is really high. You know, our ramp value is really high. We can play 9-drop behind that if they don't remove Kid, that is. Get 2 Dawn back. Yeah, we will be in a really good place. Okay. Doesn't look like they have enough Dawn to continue threatening our board, so that's a good thing, right? I hope so. Okay, they definitely don't have. I don't think there's any shenanigans that can get them to do something special. Do we have a 2K by any chance? Okay, we're just gonna chuck. Now we're getting max value out of Kaido, and we're gonna be able to counter attack on that Who's Who. So the Who's Who's 4. So we probably can just swing with Leader. We could probably swing with Leader, see if they chuck a 2K. Do we need that much? Okay. See, get max value, get rid of a King, gain a Dawn, make sure you ramp on Onigashima. Oh, we get okay. We're choosing to be extra offensive. Just make sure you ramp with your Onigashima. There you go. So that play negged us 3 Dawn altogether since we got the 2 back. Oh my god. Really? Is it because Kaido's such a threat they may have to focus him? Well, that's amazing. I don't know if you called that. Okay, yeah. Okay, there you go. They take out. We get rid of Rush. Okay. Now who you attacking? Of course. Ooh, can we save it? Oh, they scoop. Okay then. All right. Well, we didn't really get to show off leader ability in that match, but it just goes to show the power of the traditional Animal Kingdom cards. Yeah, because we definitely would have just dropped another Kaido and started just swinging. We had the 2 characters still alive. Yeah, that would have been a little too much. And here we go against Reiju. Now, I would say maybe Reiju traditionally is a faster deck than us. Well, not traditionally, it is a faster deck than us. I'm just trying to say words, complete an essay. And we went second. Alrighty. Let me see. Normally going first gives you like the best curve situation. But I guess, you know what I think? Maybe going second will allow us to just eat Dawn. Maybe, I don't know. I don't feel like doing the Dawn math to see whether it helps or hurts us. But I know if we at least use it twice, then we're hitting 10 fast. Yeah, that's the only thing that's important. We just got to use it twice. Now, the fun part is outside of what Judge and ETG, it seems like a Kaido hits every available card in a Reiju deck, except for literally just the 2. Just 2 cards. Just 2 cards, and so our Kaido is going to be able to get value. And if we draw into other Kaidos, is essentially what I'm saying, then we're definitely going to get value. And you know what? King himself, 6-drop King, that's also going to be giving us value. Shiki maybe? I mean, since we got blockers, I would say, since we got blockers, we probably could have just took the life. And then when we start developing the blockers, they have to figure out how to get around it, you know? Ooh, and see, we got, okay, cool. We got another Kaido. So next turn we'll be at we'll be at 10, okay. Hopefully, I'm thinking you don't need Shiki unless you feel comfortable discarding. I'm thinking you could just drop Kid. Okay, we dropped the Shiki anyway. Well, you don't need the Bon Clay. Well, the whole point of Shiki is to just make the deck more consistent. Since the deck plays around having, a high down count, right? 10 is what you want to be at. Shiki more often than not is going to allow us to cycle. All right, so that means he could KO Shiki. Boo! But it is what it is. Now, once we get to that 10 down state, we can pretty much swing. Okay, we got 2K counter. If they really want to try to press our kid, we got the counter power for it. Yeah, they're making a decision. They know it's just a simple 2K if they attack kid. Okay, I don't disagree with that. Ooh, we got rid of Smoothie. That was probably because of the Kaidos. So we probably could clean up the board. Yeah, we probably could clean up the board. We can definitely... Well, that's a 5K blocker now. Ain't it weird seeing like this? Here's another moment where King's effect is being relevant. Our leader ability is now allowing us to easily swing over these characters and also force them to make certain decisions. Like that blocker is not a 6K blocker, it's a 5K blocker now. So it's like, okay, wait, okay. My imagination would say attack with kid. That's what my imagination was at. Okay, cool. Because I didn't like that sequence of cards, so it's like we got to bottom deck it. Yeah, I was thinking we probably could have afforded to attack. Oh, we just going for... Understandable, because Reiju just cycles the heck out of their trash. Or not cycles, but recycles, right? The heck out of their trash. So, yeah, I respect going for life, putting pressure, putting them closer to losing the game. Now, sad part is they're probably going to be able to get the Kaido off the board. If they don't, because we do have to counter power. But minus 2K, 8K, a couple of swings, but they only got one Dawn. So this might be in our favor. Yeah. Okay. So if we protect Kaido, they're not punching over him. And that means we can Kaido bomb next turn and have two 10K swings. We have a lot of life. We can afford to take. We have a 2K because we don't need Black Maria. Oh, we don't need Frankie. My bad. I'd rather Black Maria in hand than Frankie. I don't think it's game next turn. So we probably can get rid of that king. Oh, no. Or we can just regular block. Oh, I think... do they have rush? It probably doesn't matter. We still have counter power. Okay, they got the rush. Okay, and they went for Kaido. Kid would have been better, but I understand going for Kaido. But then you should have put more attention on Kaido. Now, ramp. Ooh, we can go leader swing, please. Please leader swing before you drop your Kaido. This is a pretty decent match. We are getting to use our leader ability. So that is lovely. Because I won't lie to y'all, a lot of times we're so forced to use 10 drop or 9 drop. But leader ability is... Okay, if we drop in Kaido, it's because we want to put lots of pressure on life. Okay, that's the play I like, because you're going to be able to... Okay, cool, they lost the card out of hand. That's fine. Yeah, see, you're going to really be able to hurt their board. Just like, look at that. That's now two 2Ks on a 1K. See, not going to save it, especially since they're most likely going to try to get another one. And then you get rid of that 4 drop. Now the decision is, do you crash into Reiju or do you just go after life? Low key, I was thinking, maybe I'm thinking too aggressively. I was like, probably could attack with Kid, force them to lose some cards. But you only got 2 life. Your hand size is thinning. Not that much counter power left. So yeah, might have to sacrifice kid for the better good. Okay, so now they're back in a particular position where they're gonna get relatively about one swing on Kaido. Yep, they're gonna get about one swing on Kaido. Yeah, one swing. I'm like trying to make sure the math makes sense. So they're only gonna get one swing on Kaido. So if they really want Kaido off the board, oh nope. Okay, they gave up that opportunity. So now at this point they're probably gonna swing at life, but I don't know the Dawn count at its fullest. So we at 6. How much was they out? It was at 5. So there, that card definitely got rushed. One, two, three. We kind of don't need to protect anything. And we got a 2K at that. Yeah, the game's over. We don't really need to protect. We could just take life. Wait, let me not say the game's over. Look at all that hand. But then again, respectfully, we have Dawn to counterattack. They got no blockers. Yeah, the game's over. Yeah, what am I doing? Attack for 10K, lose pretty much half your hand. I can't see not being able to put all your Dawn on kid. Well, 9K, that's another 2 cards. And then 10K. Alright, I like that. I like how that match played out. It's more so just being able to show off that leader ability. That's what I'm loving. Now, here we are to face Black Luffy. A deck that, in my opinion, holds its own in the meta because in a weird world, it both does what Black does and stops what Black does. Like it's a counter to itself, and it's weird, right? It's like, yeah, my cost is gonna get pumped, making it harder to remove my board as I just freely remove your board. So it's kind of weird. But you gotta love this play. Max value king. Definitely taking out an important threat. You know what's so silly? Like the thought that they can just chuck certain cards knowing that they're just gonna Moria it back. So they don't really care. It's like, if anything, they're setting up the trash to get that value. And we lose our king. Dag. Well, we got queen. We got queen to chuck that. We got queen to chuck. Oh, well, we got 2 queens to chuck. Both of them. We're at the 8 Dawn state. 9 Dawn state, I should say. But we got 8 active Dawn. Man. So we're going to keep something for queen. Okay, I respect it. That's the old school bread and butter. Play queen, chuck Onigashima. Bread and butter. So let's think about this real quick. They took our king off the board. They took our queen off the board. What's next? That's back to back. So what's next? Counter out of that. Okay, cool. Good thing we got a Kaido bomb. Because, you know, their board is looking a little intimidating. Well, it's kind of funny to say intimidating when it's just like 2 characters, really. The brand new is not intimidating. Okay, I respect this. Chuck that. What else are we going to choose to develop? Oh, we're just going for a swing. We got 8 Dawn to play with. Maybe another Kaido. Okay, we're going for king. 7 Dawn to play with. What we got? What we got? Okay, we're going to cheat out king. Equip some Dawn to him, I'm sure. So this is an offensive game. Really trying to make sure the pressure's on. They got 1 life already. We got 3. Their hand size is looking nuts, right? But our hand size isn't puny. And there it goes again. That's 3 damn turns in a row. 1, 2, 3. Just board remove. You just gotta love it. All right, I'm done. No more crying about it. It happened. So they're at 1 life. We're at 3. We're at 2. We got. Oh, I could tell you this. Definitely now, Kaido is an effective play. Kaido is definitely an effective play right now. You know what I'm low-key thinking? Attack Sanji and see if he discards. But then again, it is his last life, so I can't see him not discarding. Okay, so we're just going to do the Kaido first. Ramp. Get that swing in. Now that with Kaido, seeing Kaido on the board, definitely you're going to chuck. Because that's virtually your last line of defense. Unless you start playing some blockers. We're going to see Black's bread and butter. Decisions. Well, we got a blocker, right? So we can set up for that. We can get rid of that Onigashima. So we got an easy cost, an easy target. See some new cards in hand. We don't need the Bon Clay unless we played unless we drop Kaido, then play Bon Clay behind Kaido next turn. That way we can swing, maybe, question mark. Okay. So we do the corny Moria play, which gets Rebecca, who is going to get Brook out. All right. So 1 card just produced 4 cards. Wepa. In a weird world, another Kaido bomb would be great. Oh my god. Oh, and they draw another card. I find that stage funny. It's like, it's weird that it lets it draw. Definitely makes it playable. But it almost almost in my head, it's like, it doesn't need to draw. Oh, we get another 9-drop Kaido. Maybe that's not too bad. Get rid of blocker, swing aggressively. I think we can do this. Got a 2K. Damn, we only got 7 Dawn. Okay. Let's get the queen out, get some defense. Let's go. Onigashima, make sure you don't misclick. We kind of got counter power, question mark. Are we getting rid of Brook? Okay. Now Kaido's definitely attacking life. Okay, understandable. Check the Rebecca. Look at that hand. I know our hand, on their end looks just as intimidating, but boo, boo. God damn. It's just another turn. They only skipped the beat once, so it's like you could almost say 4 turns of just taking something off our board. That's nuts. Here's a 10K swing. That's do we have that? Okay, we take. If they swing, definitely I would say block and then counter. Use that 6K power to help us out. Huh. Well, I guess we didn't realize we could block with queen. Oh, okay, we got it for this. Are we gonna use it for this? Why are we not blocking? Well, it doesn't matter. This is like the end of the game anyway. Yeah, this is like the end of the game anyway. It's not like those cards were that important. Now this is where math comes in. You gotta go for game now. Sorry guys, we didn't really get to showcase this leader ability this turn, but like, you saw what was happening. You saw what was happening. Come on now. It is what it is. The most we got to showcase was the negative 1,000 in green. That's what y'all get to see. All right, 7K. Let's see. Hopefully they got bricks in their hand. They took it. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. 9K swing. What you got? What you got? Yes! Yatta! Anybody ever seen that show, Heroes? You know, he used to say yatta. Anyway, so, you know, we want to see something? The reason why this deck gets to play all those damn bricks is because of how fantastic and consistent board removing is. Board removing has become so simple for black that they can just run bricks perfectly fine. Why? Because they'll just keep popping your board. It'll pop, pop, pop. So it like doesn't quite matter. Like you're just gonna play the what we would consider a brick. They just play it and it just turns the game state around so drastically. It's annoying, I know, but that's where we're at in the meta. And sadly, we don't really get to showcase our decks and how they can flow because we have to play a certain way to keep up with what's happening. As you can see, we have to play a certain way and really rely on our Kaidos and stuff like that. But hey, we did it. We got the win with Mono Purple King. Thank you guys for watching. Always glad to entertain you guys. Feel free to make any requests y'all want. That's what we're here for. And please subscribe. It really does help out the channel.